Welcome back everybody, thank you for watching another video. Today I want to finish up my initial review on Cjrb cutlery. And as always guys, if you want to purchase any of these knives, make sure you check out the links in the description below. Alright guys, here we go, Cjrb cutlery. Here's what we'll do. I'll go from smallest to largest, and then I'll leave links in the corner for each of the individual knife reviews. But yeah, so a lot of people don't realize Cjrb is the budget branch of artisan cutlery. Fairly recent, within the last couple of years. But basically that's what the box looks like currently. In the box there's basically just a plastic bag and the silicone packet. Alright, let me bring in the Cjrb here so I can explain some of the basic things you're going to see on a lot of the Cjrb models. The first thing you're going to see is a lot of G10 scales. Although they do have some micarta and some carbon fiber, I would say 95% of the scales are all going to be G10. Another feature you're going to find are full liners on both sides. So I know some cheaper versions just have an inset liner on one side where it locks in, but you get full liners all the way through. Most of them have skeletonization. You see those holes that are cut out in the liner. Really nice feature to have. It makes the knife a lot more secure when you're using it. Also on the pivot you're going to have ceramic bearings, and it opens up real quick and really smooth. Some knives are going to have back spacers, but a lot of them you're going to see have these standoffs, these little pillars on the inside of the knife that really allows debris to fall through. And if you need to clean it, all you got to do is stick a Q-tip in there and clean it up there. So I like this feature. And as far as blade finishes, you're going to have stonewash like this, or you're going to have this black PVD like we have on the Gobi. And all of the knives I've seen have a flat grind, not a hollow grind. So to me, I like flat grinds. They're a lot easier to maintain, but all of these have flat grinds. And you're going to see a lot of D2 steel. And back in the days, this was a premium steel. Now, it's used in a lot of budget knives. And one of the most exciting things about Artisan is this new budget powdered steel that they made, AR RPM 9. Now, you're used to hearing the term powdered steel with steels like S35VN, and it's so expensive. But they found a way to make a budget powdered steel. Now, if you haven't seen much about powdered steel, I'll leave a link right up here so you can check out the video I've done. Basically, it just improves the grain structure in the steel, and they found a way to make a budget steel. This is supposed to not necessarily replace D2, but just to kind of offer something different, because everybody's using D2 steel now. So it's supposed to have a lot of characteristics of D2, like it's supposed to have the edge retention, but be more easy to maintain, easier to sharpen, and have better corrosion resistance with an increase of chromium percentage in the steel itself. Alright, let's start off with the Gobi. This is a flipper opener, and I love this color combination. You got that red pivot accent along with the red back spacer. The thing I love most about this are the curves. You have this trailing edge blade profile with this elevated handle design that's really comfortable. So when you're chopping things or slicing things, your knuckles aren't banging into the table. I love this knife. Alright, next up is the feldspar. This is a drop point blade design, and it is a thumb stud opener. So if you know how to open it, you can make it look like a flipper. So there's your drop point design. This is that black PVD coating I was talking about, and it is featuring the AR RPM 9 steel. And it's a great example of how they're using standoffs in their knives. If you're into classic drop point blade designs, this is a good one. Alright, next up is the kicker, and this knife is loaded with premium features. It's got the carbon fiber scales. It's got their upgraded locking mechanism called the recoil lock, very similar to the access lock from Benchmade. Flipper opener. Liners have both been skeletonized on both sides, on that side and on that side. And it is just a ridiculous looking blade shape. This is a reverse tanto. So if you're looking for a premium blade for not a lot of money, the kicker might be for you. Alright, next up is the Taiga. This is basically a meatier version of the feldspar, with the exception that this is a flipper opener. So if you like that classic drop point design, but you're looking for something with a little bit more heft, this might be for you. You got the standoffs in the back here. And you can tell this is a real heavy duty knife. They didn't skeletonize these liners. So this is a real beefy knife. So if you like that classic drop point look and you're looking for a meatier blade, this might be for you. Alright, moving on to the Toddler. This is one of my favorite knife designs. Look at this overly aggressive nail file like texture on these G10 scales. That is crazy. And most of these pocket clips are very deep carry and exchangeable to the left side. It's a flipper opener. Got that skeletonization on this side. The thing I like most about this knife is the blade design, this Wharncliffe blade design. If you're looking for something that's going to be a good penetrator and draw cutter, get this guy. Alright, so this is Cjrb, and for me it's going to be between Toddler and Cjrb. I love the blade design on here. Very similar features on here. You got the standoffs. You can see the skeletonization on the inside. Right over here. Finger groove in the front. You can use the lever here, the flipper lever, as a stop, or even in the front when you're doing more detailed work on the front. Texturing is not overly aggressive like the Toddler. Little tiny pyramids up front. But again, the benefit of this is a thicker spine, a more thicker cleaver. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit more heavy duty than the Toddler, get this guy. Alright, let's end it with the big boy, the Tigris. Using that new steel flipper opener, you have layered G10, black on the bottom, blue on the top. You can see how the texturing differs. You have an elevated handle that's going to help you with chopping, because that is what this is for. Now for me, a little bit large to be considered an EDC blade, but I know there's guys out there that love your large tactical folding blades. You might want to pick one of these up. Also, you have this integrated lanyard loop. You can see how they kind of cut this little curve in here so that when your lanyard sits in there, it sits nice and flush. This is a powerful chopper, so if you're into large folding tactical EDC blades, the Tigris might be for you. Well, alright guys, that's my review of Cjrb cutlery. I think they're putting out ridiculous value for the prices that they're asking. Most of these knives are $40 and under. So remember, if you want to purchase any of the knives mentioned in this video, make sure you check out the link in the description below. Guys, thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.